Got a lot of juice. Like he can run all day, just bringing juice every day. And like I said, high motor, can just go. A lot of energy. I love it. Good energy. Always dapping guys up. It's like a kid, just runs around all day. He doesn't get tired, it seems like. So you can't have enough of that. And then as far as just talent, I mean, kind of speaks for himself. Ball skills, run after the catch. He's very explosive. We've only worked together for a couple days now, so we got some time to really dial in on the details.
Travis Hunter is going viral for dancing during practices because it's clear none of his teammates like this. One of them is literally trying to get him to stop. But Hunter has talked about his dancing before, saying that it really just helps him relax and remember to enjoy football, since most players work so hard that it becomes a job instead of a game that they love to play.
Yeah, it's hard to, I don't really have the words right now. Just, equal parts, crushed that we're done playing. Road ends for us this year. And, equal parts just proud of what we did. It's hard to...
How would you describe your relationship with Trevor and maybe how your personalities compare?
I'm getting on my side of his box. I'm trying to teach him a little dance moves, how to get jiggy a little bit.
Okay. What's Trevor's rhythm like? Is he getting those dances down?
He'll get that soon.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the entire NFL, and at the center of it all is rookie sensation Travis Hunter. What was supposed to be the Jaguars' breakout season with a once-in-a-generation two-way player has turned into a nightmare of scandals, locker room feuds, and broken trust. Hunter came into the league with sky-high expectations, hailed as a rare talent who could dominate both sides of the ball. But instead of becoming Jacksonville's savior, he's quickly become their biggest headache. Behind closed doors, veterans whisper about division, teammates openly reject him, and Lawrence himself, usually the face of calm leadership, is starting to let his frustration show. What makes this story even more shocking is how fast the tone has changed. When Hunter was drafted, Lawrence couldn't stop praising him, calling him explosive, high energy, and a player who never seemed to run out of gas. At first, it looked like the perfect chemistry between quarterback and rookie. But by July, Lawrence's words grew sharper. When he said Hunter needed to pick a side, it wasn't just football strategy. It was a coded message. A quarterback publicly questioning a rookie's focus means the private issues behind closed doors are far worse than anyone realizes. Lawrence is no longer just hyping up his teammate, he's signaling frustration, exhaustion, and doubt. The off-field chaos only poured gasoline on the fire. In May, Hunter married his high school sweetheart in what should have been a fairy tale moment. But instead of celebrating, the wedding became headline material. No prenup, a flashy ceremony, and rumors of infidelity tied directly to his Jaguars teammates turned a personal choice into a team-wide distraction. To veterans, this wasn't romance. It was recklessness. They saw a 21-year-old rookie tying his $46 million future to chaos, and worse, dragging the Jaguars into the tabloids at the same time they were trying to prepare for a new season. Then came the moment that made everything boil over. Leanna, Hunter's new wife, went live on TikTok during training camp, breaking down in tears while the entire internet watched. Fans didn't see vulnerability. They saw a quarterback's rookie weapon bringing unnecessary drama to an already tense locker room. Reddit threads exploded. Podcasts ripped him apart, and teammates silently shook their heads. In the eyes of many, Hunter was proving every critic right. He wasn't focused on football. He was chasing attention. Even on the field, his antics started to wear thin. Hunter's custom handshake with Trevor Lawrence, once hyped as a sign of bonding, became a punchline online. Viral clips of him dancing in the middle of serious drills had teammates physically pulling him back into line. When an undrafted rookie like Cam Camper has to redirect a star pick back to the huddle, it shows just how much patience is gone. To veterans, this wasn't swagger, it was disrespect. They didn't see a generational athlete. They saw a rookie more interested in clout than championships. And at the center of it all is Trevor Lawrence, the face of the franchise, the leader who's supposed to keep his team laser-focused on chasing a Super Bowl. Instead of building chemistry, he's babysitting. Instead of celebrating talent, he's sending coded warnings in interviews, his compliments laced with frustration. NFL insiders can hear it in his tone. This isn't admiration anymore. It's exhaustion. Lawrence is supporting Hunter in public because he has to. But behind the scenes, the patience is gone. This entire saga isn't just about one rookie and one quarterback, it's about a cultural clash inside the NFL. On one side are the veterans, men who built their careers on discipline, sacrifice, and putting the team first. To them, football is about unity, trust, and brotherhood. On the other side are young stars like Hunter, athletes who lean into social media, brand deals, and viral moments as much as their actual game. To the old guard, that's not progress. It's poison. The scary part? Once a locker room fractures like this, it doesn't always recover. Winning in the NFL takes more than talent. It takes trust. It takes chemistry. And right now, Jacksonville has neither. What started as the arrival of a generational two-way player has turned into a soap opera threatening to derail an entire season. The question is no longer whether Travis Hunter is talented enough. And that's where things get dangerous, because this isn't just about one season anymore. When a rookie comes in with the hype of Travis Hunter, the organization invests everything: draft capital, salary cap space, and most importantly, belief. But belief is fragile. Once the veterans stop buying into a young player, once the quarterback begins sending those subtle signals of frustration, the cracks can spread like wildfire. Think about it. Jacksonville wasn't supposed to be a team in chaos. They were supposed to be a rising contender, a squad led by a star quarterback with a playoff window wide open. Adding Travis Hunter was supposed to be the final piece, the spark to ignite a championship run. Instead, Hunter's presence has divided the locker room into factions: veterans who believe in discipline versus rookies who see stardom as a brand. And when a team splits along those cultural lines, fans have noticed it too. On Reddit threads, Twitter spaces, and sports talk shows, Trevor Lawrence's every word is being dissected. A compliment doesn't sound like a compliment anymore. It sounds like damage control. When he describes Hunter as like a kid running around all day, fans hear something else: immaturity. When he points out how hard it is to master two systems at once, they hear lack of focus. Lawrence doesn't have to say it directly. And here's the bigger problem. Once a quarterback loses faith in a receiver or a corner, the chemistry is gone. Football is a game of trust. The quarterback has to know where you'll be, what decision you'll make, and that your head is locked into the same goal. If even a shred of doubt exists, the connection breaks. And right now, doubt isn't just creeping into Jacksonville, it's flooding the building. But let's talk about the off-field scandal that poured gasoline on this fire. Travis Hunter's wedding was supposed to be a personal milestone. Instead, it became a national headline. A flashy ceremony, no prenup, whispers of infidelity, and rumors of a possible pregnancy scandal. It was everything an NFL organization dreads. Not because players can't have lives, but because the distraction turned private chaos into public spectacle. Leanna, his wife, breaking down in tears on TikTok wasn't just an emotional moment. It was a viral disaster. Fans mocked it. Teammates rolled their eyes. And executives shook their heads, wondering how a 21-year-old could allow his $46 million contract to be tied to such recklessness. Veterans know the truth. Every move you make off the field affects what happens on it. Discipline isn't just about playbooks, it's about priorities. And to them, Hunter showed exactly where his focus wasn't. Instead of locking in on the grind of an NFL rookie season, he was hosting a wedding, fueling rumors, and turning the Jaguars into tabloid material. For players who built their careers on sacrifice, that wasn't love, it was negligence. And then came the practice drama. The dancing, the gimmicky handshakes, the viral clips of Hunter showing off during serious drills. To some fans, it looked like swagger. To veterans, it was blatant disrespect. Training camp is where teams are forged, where players grind together in the heat to prepare for war. And instead of sweating the details, Hunter was going viral for dancing while others worked. That moment when undrafted rookie Cam Camper physically redirected him back into the huddle wasn't just a funny clip, it was symbolic. A no-name rookie was correcting a superstar because the veterans had already given up. That's not swagger, that's a flashing red light. Now, the Jaguars are staring down a brutal reality. What do you do with a player who's more talented than almost anyone on the field, but more divisive than anyone in the locker room? Do you double down, hoping he matures? Do you sideline him, risking a wasted draft pick? Or do you consider the unthinkable, cutting ties with a $46 million investment before it destroys the entire team culture? For Trevor Lawrence, the situation couldn't be worse. He's supposed to be focused on leading Jacksonville to a Super Bowl, but instead, he's babysitting a rookie. He's managing headlines. He's answering questions about TikTok scandals and locker room divisions instead of coverages and game plans. And that's where the coded frustration comes in, because Lawrence knows he doesn't have time to waste. But here's the thing. This isn't just a Jacksonville problem. This is the NFL's culture war, and Travis Hunter is the face of it. Old school veterans believe football is about sacrifice, silence, and unity. New wave rookies believe football is a stage for branding, clout, and highlights. Neither side is wrong. But when the two collide in one locker room, chaos is inevitable. And right now, the Jaguars are living that chaos in real time. If history has taught us anything, it's that teams don't survive these fractures easily. Once trust is gone, once chemistry breaks, it's almost impossible to repair. That's the true bombshell Trevor Lawrence dropped. Not through shouting or finger-pointing, but through subtle words, sharper tones, and coded warnings. He's telling us what's really happening. The patience is gone, the cracks are real, and unless something changes, Jacksonville's future may collapse before it ever truly begins. And that brings us to the ultimate question, one every fan is asking right now. Is Travis Hunter worth it? Is the talent enough to outweigh the chaos? Or has the NFL's newest star already crossed the line from phenom to liability? For the Jaguars, the answer could determine not just their season, but their entire future as a franchise.